It has allowed me, if I will agree to the moment, if I will agree to be where my feet are, I can relax and release, and I can receive. And this point of contact with the ineffable God, we can have this deep inner communication, this meditative state of being prayerfully thankful for not knowing, for absolutely not knowing what's going to be, and realizing that all of the things that I think or say or try to accomplish are mere speculation. None of it is true. Our truth exists in the moment that it exists. You remember that point I'm talking about? And then it evaporates. You can't go back there and get it. It's gone. And the person that was there that it arose with, she's gone too. So what remains constant is that which cannot be defined, that which you cannot influence or finagle or control or influence. You know, the idea that this chair is the embodiment of God, God is it is. Those are the things that you can't wrestle with. This isn't my truth. This isn't your truth. It just exists. And we can fight it, deny it, denigrate it, take it apart, analyze it, dissect it. We can take an axe and chop it to pieces. But it still does not get rid of the energy that produced the chair. The chair, even when you, if you were to bring in an axe and chop it up, just chop this idea of whatever God is, it is, chop it to pieces and then burn it up. Well, that's just going to change into this. No energy is ever lost. Whatever has always been will always be. Nothing is lost, ever. So this idea that we are here in this four-dimensional world, and we are moving about, and we're having our ideas and our thoughts and what we're going to do, and how we're going to do it, and the way it's supposed to be done, and the way it's not supposed to be done. Does this chair care? That's how much God cares. Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. And say how you've been done wrong, and how everybody's cheating you, and how somebody else is getting ahead, and how somebody robbed this or did that or said this or said that or left you out or promoted somebody else. Go ahead. Let's see. Do you care? Did y'all hear anything? You know what? I really am not loved. I'm having to live my life. You know, everybody else gets everything, but I don't get anything. And I'm going to listen real good. Did y'all hear it? Does it care? No. It is not personal. This is an expansion. This life is an expansion of you. And like I said, with the burnt finger, that's pain. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel some pain. A whole lot of pain. You were born in pain. You're going to feel pain. The suffering you can diminish. You can eliminate it, really. If you can get to the place that you know that you're not asking God for something, to do something for you, because what does he, she, it need to do for you? Excuse me? I mean, you're doing all that you can do as a human being, and there's no special favors. Maybe, can I have a special favor? Can I get something I don't have? Can I go somewhere that I need to go that's going to make me be more than I am? Can I get involved with somebody that's going to make me happier than what I am? Are y'all hearing it? Do you hear anything? I'm listening real close. You know I've been good, and I don't lie, and I don't cheat, and I don't steal. Well, first of all, the chair knows different. Okay, but anyway, I'm convinced that I am this good person. Or I'm presenting a case as if I am. And I'm a good mama, and, I do for everybody, and nobody ever does for me. And, I really would like to have somebody that could appreciate me and love me and walk in this life with me, and we could just really know what happiness means together. And throw in some good sex in there, and, that would probably tip the scales. Can I have that? Did y'all hear it? Did y'all hear anything? Be still. Be immediately still. Your life has exactly and precisely what it needs. This chair is constructed exactly and precisely how it needs to be in order to fill this moment of this specific. I saw the Pacific Ocean as I was talking, the flowing of the water. This specific moment. This chair. It couldn't be another chair. It couldn't be a straight back black leather chair. It's this chair. It's this chair that embodies everything that has ever occurred to me and everybody else in this building's lives right now, because it's part of that which is this chair. And I can come here with all of my gripes and complaints and convictions and prayers and requests and gripes. Did I already say gripes? I need to say it twice. And I can lay it at the feet of this chair, all four of them. And then when I get up from this chair, I'm going to have to get up with my own ideas, because the conversion is going to take place in me. I'm going to leave the chair sitting here until the next time I come. It is me. It is me that has to do the walking. It is me that will expand the ineffable God. By being me, by feeling me, and knowing that I have not been robbed in any sense of the way, nor have I been left out, cheated, lied to, any of those things. I will get burnt. I'm going to get burnt throughout my life, but the burns heal. But my ideas that I surround this, they're the ones that destroy me. I can say thank you for the burn. That I allowed that permeation of that steam to saturate. I didn't allow it. It happened. I had to allow it because I opened up the lid. And that's what we do. That's a good thing, Paula. How about that? You open up that lid thinking one thing, and then something else escapes. Well, you can't put the lid back down. You've already let it out. So now you've got to walk with the pain. But you do not have to, there's that word again, gripe. I think I'm just going to write that, Mitzi. Gripe about the circumstance in which it happened. God is gracious. God is magnificent in the worst of times. In those times that you say that the devil has done these things. God is all. And if God is all, that encompasses the devil and those bad times. Anyway, so that's the 40. And there's that 20 again. Now, I don't have to go back over that 20, do I? Do I? The 20 is Mother, Father, Child, God. So in holy, the Mother, Father, Child, God. Making for the 60. Okay? 60. 6 times, because that's that 0. Love. Oh, that's because 6 represents love. Not the kind of love that you have in your mind. Because most of the time your love is, I love you if you give me back something. You say you love a child. But you only love a child because the child makes you feel good, makes you happy when you look at the child. The child is pretty, it brings you joy, it brings you comfort. You're getting something from it. How about love the child unconditionally? But you're always placing yourself first because of what you get from it. That's what I'm saying. Love is not what you think is love. Love is impersonal. There you go. There's love. Right there. That's the greatest expression and the most definitive definition. That's 2 times. Definitive and definition of love. There it is. It doesn't want anything. It doesn't get anything. But it gives. It gives. It continually gives. It will give as long as it stands upon those 4 feet. And it wants and asks for nothing in return. And yet, what will we do? We'll abuse it. Because we'll sit down and we'll bring every bit of our problems and our troubles and all of it. And how often do we clean it? How often do we get down on our knees? This would be a prayerful place to be. And take some polish and rub these legs and caress these corners and say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me that I don't need to do anything and that all I have to do in order to know your grace and your mercy and your unconditional love is to simply be and to give. Give what, Paula? Yourself. That's all. Oh, but I can give presents. Money is the least that you can give. You give money when you don't want to give yourself. You give money as an insult. That's easy to do. Will that chair give you any money? Will that chair give you any excuses? Will that chair give you any explanations? No. That chair will just accept you, invite you, embrace you, and hold you, and love you, and care for you. For as long as you choose to interact with it. Day after day, day after day. Every single solitary thing in our lives, we are continually making love to God. Every single solitary act. And yet we walk around with this idea, I need to make love to a man or to a woman, and that's the orgasm. The sacred orgasm is when impersonal, 6 times, 60. 6 times. So 60 is this love. It is also, this is the part that you don't, you didn't want to hear. Conflict. Conflict. But where is the conflict? I'm sure if I look somewhere I can find it. Certainly. It's got to be somewhere in here. It's got to be. It is. As soon as I sit down, the conflict is here. Because I can't sit here and relish the moment. Feel the experience. See, I'm even, that's the thing that is so, I'm receiving all the time. This orgasmic experience of the ineffable God. It's always happening. I'm always receiving. Always. There's nothing I can do but receive it. Receive this overwhelming, flooding, glorious, sacred energy of the divine. Knowing it, knowing that there's nothing that I need, nothing that I want, knowing that everything that I say, do, feel, experience, or see, or smell, or touch is always to benefit me. Always. When I realize that, I can hear, I can experience the grandness of being. Now I'm going to get up in a little while and I'm going to continue on and go through whatever else is afforded the rest of the day. But this chair will sit here and remain. This chair is content. This chair has its life without anything added to it or anything subtracted away. You know, and that's what is at the end of the Bible. You know, you're not to add any words or take